In the quiet of your heart, you can hear the whispers of God guiding you away from those who try to manipulate your love and trust. Recognize the signs and take a step back before it's too late. Sometimes manipulation wears a smile, but that smile hides a hidden agenda. God is telling you today that the signs are there. You just need to open your eyes and trust in the wisdom He's already given you. Manipulative people often use your vulnerabilities against you, but God wants you to stand tall today and recognize when you're being controlled. You are worthy of love and respect, not manipulation. You are not obligated to meet the needs of those who manipulate your love and time. God's message to you today is to set boundaries, recognize the manipulation, and take back your control. When someone plays on your emotions to get what they want, it's time to stop and reevaluate. God is telling you today to open your heart to His wisdom and let Him guide you away from toxic influences. A person who seeks to control you with their charm will often act as though they are your greatest ally. God's message today is to trust your intuition and recognize when their words don't align with their actions. God wants you to be wise today. Those who act the most innocent may be the ones who are subtly manipulating you for their own benefit. See through the illusion and trust the divine guidance you have within. When a person's love comes with strings attached, it's not love at all, it's manipulation. God is sending you a message today to recognize the signs and release yourself from these unhealthy influences. Beware of those who manipulate your feelings of guilt and obligation. God is speaking to you today, urging you to trust that love should never come with a price or a condition. Manipulation doesn't always come with loud demands, but with subtle nudges to make you feel obligated. Today, God is calling on you to recognize these signs and protect yourself from hidden control. A person who manipulates your emotions for their benefit is not a true friend. God's message today is for you to recognize when someone is taking advantage of your good nature and put a stop to it. Manipulation often wears the mask of innocence, making it hard to detect. But God is giving you the clarity you need today to see through that mask and protect your heart from harmful influence. You deserve to be loved freely without manipulation or deceit. God's message today is clear. Recognize the signs of control and trust that you are worthy of pure, unconditional love. There are those who will try to control you with their charm, but God has equipped you with the strength to see through their tactics and protect your spirit from manipulation. When someone uses your compassion against you, it's a sign of manipulation. God is telling you today to recognize this and stay true to yourself, no matter how innocent their words may seem. This most manipulative people often use your weaknesses to their advantage. Today, God is urging you to embrace your inner strength and recognize when someone is using your vulnerability against you. A seemingly innocent person may be slowly undermining your confidence with every word. God's message to you today, it is to recognize the signs of manipulation and trust that you are stronger than any attempt to control you. Don't let someone's false kindness dictate your worth. God is speaking to you today, reminding you that you are worthy of real love and respect, not manipulation. Manipulation is often disguised as affection, but God wants you to be aware of when affection becomes an attempt to control your decisions. Trust the guidance He provides you today. You may feel compelled to meet the needs of someone who constantly plays the victim, but God wants you to remember that you are not responsible for their happiness or emotions. Recognize the manipulation. Manipulative people use your desire to help and care for others to control you. God's message today is to be aware of these tactics and never let someone's neediness dictate your choices. You deserve to be loved without conditions. Don't let someone twist your emotions for their gain. God's message today is to stay true to yourself and recognize when love is being used as a tool for control. A person who constantly makes you doubt your reality is using manipulation as a weapon. God is urging you today to stand firm in your truth and recognize when others are trying to undermine your peace. When someone makes you feel responsible for their emotions, it's a sign of manipulation. God is telling you today to free yourself from that burden and recognize the control hidden behind those emotional pleas. The most dangerous manipulators often appear the most innocent. They know how to twist your perceptions and guilt you into submission. Today, God is guiding you to open your eyes and protect your heart. Sometimes the most innocent faces hide the most manipulative intentions. Watch the eyes that smile but don't reach the soul, for those are the ones most likely to deceive. God warns you today to stay alert and trust your instincts. A person can disguise their true intentions with kindness and charm, but don't let your heart be fooled. The signs are often subtle, but if you look closely, the truth always reveals itself. God is sending you a message today to open your eyes to these manipulations. Not every smile is genuine, and not every word is spoken with love. The innocent-looking faces may hold the power to deceive and control. God is calling on you today to become aware of the signs of manipulation and protect your heart. Be cautious of those who appear harmless, yet cause harm to your spirit. When someone's kindness feels forced and their actions don't align with their words, it's time to take notice. God is whispering to you today, see the signs of manipulation. Beware of those who know how to make you feel guilty for things you didn't do. God is sending a message today to protect your boundaries. Recognize emotional manipulation and trust the wisdom that comes from within. Innocence is often a mask for control, and manipulation wears a smile. Today, God is urging you to trust your intuition, recognize the red flags, and free yourself from the subtle control that others may try to wield over you. There are people who will make you feel like you're the problem, even when you're not. God's message to you today is to stay grounded in your truth and recognize when someone is trying to manipulate your reality. Not all who offer help have your best interests at heart. Some use their kindness as a weapon of control. God wants you to be aware of the signs of manipulation that may be hidden behind a veil of innocence. When a person uses guilt to control your decisions, it's time to step back. Trust in the divine guidance that God provides today to help you see through the illusion and break free from manipulation. Sometimes the most manipulative people hide behind their perceived innocence, and it's easy to be blinded by their charm. But God has provided you with the gift of discernment, and today He is reminding you to trust it. The innocent ones may not always be as pure as they appear. They can hide their motives behind kindness and false sincerity. Today, God is guiding you to recognize the subtle signs of manipulation and take action. If someone is constantly making you feel small, even when they seem to care, it's manipulation in disguise. God's message today is to stay strong and discern who is truly supportive and who is trying to control your spirit. A person who is always playing the victim is often the one who is manipulating others. Don't be fooled by their cries for help. God is speaking to you today, urging you to stand firm and recognize the true motives behind their actions. Innocence can be a weapon when used to gain control over another. God is reminding you today to be aware of those who manipulate with sweetness and to trust that your instincts are there to protect you. You may not always see it, but manipulation often comes disguised as care and concern. God is asking you to look deeper, beyond the surface, and understand the subtle ways someone might be controlling you. They may make you feel guilty for standing up for yourself or loving yourself. But God is telling you today to trust your worth and recognize the signs of someone trying to manipulate your emotions for their own gain. A person who is constantly pulling you into their drama may be manipulating you without you even realizing it. God's message today is clear. Step out of the cycle of control and take back your peace. Watch the ones who claim to care, but never truly listen to your needs. Their care is conditional, meant to control you rather than uplift you. God is sending a message today to open your eyes to the signs of manipulation. Some will twist your words to suit their narrative, making you feel responsible for their happiness. God is calling on you today to stand firm in your boundaries and not let manipulation affect your peace. The most manipulative people often wear the mask of the innocent, making it hard to see their true intentions. God is guiding you today to recognize the difference between kindness and control. Don't let someone who pretends to care for you have the power to control your actions. The signs of manipulation can be subtle, but God has given you the strength to see through it today. When someone makes you feel obligated to do things against your will, It's time to stop and evaluate the relationship. God's message today is to protect your peace and stand against the manipulative tactics others may try to use.